Hey guys, welcome to another episode of WoW Weekly with Myst. I hope everyone's doing good. This week we have Time Walking. Myst Pandaria will be the version for that this week. We also have PvP Brawl, Arathi Blizzard, and the Halloween event starts up today. So Hallows End will last a couple of weeks. Last day of that will be November 1st. And that is pretty much everything going on this week. As far as goals and accomplishments, we're going to just kind of skip past that this week. I never made goals last week, and I haven't really been in WoW too much this past week. The first piece of news I have for you guys is relic drops. So they are going to be increasing the relic drops in Korthia in the new patch 9.15, and also follower experience has a change as well. So in 9.15 you will be able to spend 10,000 of your anima to award 5,000 experience to your followers. I've heard some commotion with this one. While I do agree with some people on the fact that 10,000 anima for 5,000 experience does seem kind of, underwhelming. I will also say I disagree with some of the community where they say that leveling your followers is tough, because before this current patch, I already had followers to level 50, so I leveled most of them in original state with no additional tokens. Right now, it's super easy to level followers. There's tokens out there now that does it. While this is a great change, I personally feel like I wouldn't go spend 10,000 anima, because your follower leveling isn't as bad as you might think it is. It's like any other mission board in the past. You just got to focus it. It will take a little bit of time, but it's something that takes maybe a couple of minutes of your day, and then you leave it alone, and then you return later and, repeat the process. It's not like leveling a character or anything where it's going to take hours, right? It's super easy. I wouldn't waste the 10,000 anima. Honestly, I don't feel like this is a change that's meant for people maybe just starting out. I think this is a change that's meant for people who have a shit ton of anima that they no longer need to spend anima on things. Maybe you have all your transmogs. If that's you, kudos, that's a lot of work. I think this is more an anima dump more than anything, or if maybe you don't care about transmogs, right? And it's like you're not spending it anyway, so you might as well just spend it on the follower. For a situation like that, I think it's fine, because what would you do with it otherwise? But for people who are still going after transmogs and stuff, I think 10,000 is still a fairly big chunk to put towards something like a follower. Don't get me wrong, there's many reasons to level your followers. There's mounts and pets you can earn through the system. But if you are going after transmogs, I would say work towards that first. But everyone has their own set of priorities, right? Maybe you rank followers ahead of transmogs. Who knows? But yeah, that's just my take on it. I definitely think it's meant for the people who are holding on to a shit ton of anima and have nowhere else to spend it. And for those that haven't started, there's other reasons to do the mission board or the follower missions. And that's for mounts and pets. You get 4 mounts on there and a ton of pets. So if you haven't gotten to those stages, I would highly suggest that. And that helps you level up your followers. To get the final mount, you kind of need your followers in the 40s to really pass that mission. So that will definitely help. And one thing I've noticed is from leveling my main followers prior to a patch coming out, like in original state, to now, in 9.1, there's a huge difference in level increase. You know, what I did in months, I can do in weeks right now. So it's already a ton faster. Also, one other thing, I did do a video on this, so I will link it at the end of this video. The mouse mount that I told you I would let you know when it comes out. It is out now. This is a Hearthstone World of Warcraft promotion. Super easy steps. It was actually easier than getting the Hearthsteed. So definitely suggest that. Took like 10 minutes, so it's going to be super fast to get this mount. It will be there forever, pretty much, until they tell us otherwise. So if you're not feeling the WoW vibes, no need to hurry up and resub to get a free mount. To be honest, I don't even think you need to be subbed to WoW to get it, since Hearthstone is a free game and you don't even need to play it on the PC. So yeah, I think you can probably just, if you weren't subbed, you could probably just go do your 10 minutes of efforts, and then your reward will just be there when you do decide to resub to WoW again. And the last piece of news I have for retail involves the Mecha-done achievement. So this one probably has a lot of people halting this achievement. But the Mecha-done achievement, which I am showing you on screen here, it's a big achievement from Mecha-done in the BFA expansion. Doing the achievement gets you the keys to the Model W, and this is the mount right here. And yeah, so pretty huge achievement, and they have nerfed a couple of things. Vinyls. The Triumph one has a guaranteed drop from hard mode version. The Battle of Gnomeregan vinyl, that one has had the drop rate increased on all hologram bosses. The blueprint for the holographic digitalization relay, that one has the drop rate increased from all hologram bosses as well. And then the emergency robot chicken blueprint. He respawns faster and no longer despawns if not killed by the end of its path. I have never encountered the despawn. I always made sure. Plus, I did that one in BFA, so like, you know, if it was his day, everyone was on him. He also now has a star that pings the minimap when he races by, so that's good. The Paint Vial Lemonade Steel. Drop rate of the coil increased. I didn't find that drop rate too horrible anyway. Duration of rain reduced, but the spawn rate of oxidized leeches during rain is drastically increased, 700% faster. I would say the best one there, as far as news, is Triumph. You know, a guaranteed drop rate. Yeah, of course that would be the best one. Guaranteed drop, as long as you do the hard mode version. So that's really cool. And honestly, the fact that it's a guaranteed drop is really good, because that sucker is normally like 0.5% drop chance, something like that. So yeah, less than 1%. So that basically calls it on retail news. Couple of pieces I just wanted to share regarding Classic. So last week I had mentioned the Season of Mastery for Classic WoW players. So we've got some dev notes here. This was for October 14th. And it says week 2 of open beta. Player levels will now be capped at 45. The adventurer weight buff now grants 40%. It was 25, so that is really good. So that's from quest turn-ins. The meeting stones can now be used to summon appropriately leveled party members. So basically, as long as you're within a few levels of each other. And then there's also a PvP realm available. I found some info on hardcore. I thought this was kind of a cool thing I wanted to share with you guys. As you know, if you've been a long time WoW player, you know the term Iron Man, right? It does not mean the movie. It is what WoW players have been calling hard mode WoW. It's a thing that the community and many players have just kind of made the difficulty for themselves. And it seems that Blizzard's been kind of paying attention to that. I say kinda because this isn't a new thing. People have been doing Iron Man for like well over 10 years. But there's some spell IDs in WoW Classic. And one is Soul of Iron, another is Survivor of the Flames, another's Never Known Defeat, and the other's Thousand Blades. And these have been kind of a popular topic lately because it implies a potential hard mode. I think it would be cool to have a hard mode. WoW has been out for 17 years. You know, sometimes you need some new stuff. And honestly, I've done the Iron Man mode, and it's a lot of fun. Unfortunately, in retail, it means shit because, like, you could pretty much never die on your character unless you're raiding or Mythic Plus. But if you don't do any of those, you have probably not died in years on your character, right? So Iron Man doesn't really suit retail anymore just because things are so much easier and it's amazing if you actually do take a death. But over on Classic WoW, it would be fucking awesome, honestly. I think it would be great. Another thing that people have been noticing is there's a spell ID for Diamond Flask. It says restores 9 health every 5 seconds and increase your strength by 75, and it lasts 1 minute. It does have a 6-minute cooldown. And this is reported to be possibly a way to address the issue with warriors stacking healing gear. So basically warriors would put on healing gear, they'd use the Diamond Flask, and then they would swap all their gear before pulling the boss. And that is really all I've got, guys. So the last bit that I'm going to share with you is some stuff to do with me, the channel, and all that. Honestly, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I've kind of dreaded the last couple of WoW weeklies. I feel like I'm wasting my time doing news that's barely news. You know, don't get me wrong, some of this stuff is cool, but yeah, I think I just need a little break. You know, I've been having some fun in some other games lately. I haven't logged into WoW in a few days, and I don't even miss it. You know, I think I need a little break, honestly. So this isn't the end of WoW, don't worry. I will never quit. But I would like to take a break, and Hollow's End, I have done everything for that. I have the Headless Horseman. I was thinking of maybe doing a Halloween transmog contest. I did one last year, but there wasn't like a heavy duty show up for it. So I'm going to leave that up to you guys. If you guys want to have a Halloween transmog contest, let me know in the comments. If I don't see any comments, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to waste my time, right? So yeah. I am back over on Twitch, so if you want to see me play some other games, I am currently playing Last of Us over there right now, and I have been really swapping it up. I have decided that the Twitch page is now gonna be whatever the fuck I want it to be, and so this past week it's been Last of Us, we streamed some Animal Crossing, I streamed some Smash Brothers. So definitely come check it out. And as far as WoW content, I've still got tons of WoW content. So all I'm doing is I'm taking a break from the Monday news, and I will return it on November 1st. Aside from that, I still have a ton of pet videos I need to catch up on, so the channel will probably be a lot of pet videos this week, and also going into next week. And then I will return on the 1st with some news. Any news I encounter this coming up week will go into that news spot. And yeah, so don't worry, we're not going to miss any news. It's just going to be delayed, and I'll talk about like next week's news a week later. And yeah, so November 1st news video will cover this coming up week's news and then its current week's news. And I bet you, Thane, it'll be so slow for news that I'll easily cover all that in one video that is semi-short. I just think this is the perfect time to maybe take a break. And then hopefully in November, we will hear a little more on some release dates. I still don't think we're going to have the patch till like end November, beginning December. I've been saying that from the very beginning, just because a lot of stuff they're not even testing yet. So that calls it on this week's WoW Weekly with Myst. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're having fun in whatever game you're having fun in. One other reason that I thought this week would be a great week for a break is that like literally everyone in my guild that, you know, is usually logged on is in different games. New World obviously seems to be the game that they're playing. It's a good time for everyone to take a break. Have a great week, guys. Have fun playing whatever you are playing. Thanks everyone for watching. An extra big thanks to the members of the channel. And we will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.